ever heard, or did that happen to you, that a woman say, after I had my epidural, I just dilated much quicker and I had my baby half an hour later? If this happened to you, or if you heard that before, I'm going to talk about this in this episode. If you are new here, welcome to Wise and Wild Motherhood. I'm Laura, your host, and here I am talking to women that are on a natural path to motherhood. So we're going to talk about trying to conceive to pregnancy, postpartum, natural birth, breastfeeding, everything that is related to motherhood, and everything that I share is rooted in evidence-based knowledge, but also guided by sacred feminine wisdom. If you are a mother or a mama-to-be seeking for a more natural, aligned, and empowered experience, you are in the right place. So why this happened? That we have our epidural and all of a sudden everything is progressing and we have our baby very quickly. So this can be two things. The first one is that we ask for the epidural when we were in the transition phase. So the transition phase is when the hormones are changing. So instead of being all about oxytocin, which is the love hormone, is the one that makes the contraction working properly, we change into adrenaline. So this is where basically it is the moment where your baby is going to come soon, and this is the moment where we say, I can't do it anymore, I just want the epidural, I just give me a C-section, I want to go home, I don't want, so on. And so all of the other things that we have not worked on that come back out. And this is when the physiology of it is when we get the woman to wake up from this kind of altered consciousness. We get her to wake up so that she can catch her baby. So this is the physiology behind it. And so this could be the first reason, is that we were in this phase, and so we asked for the epidural, we got it, and then baby came, because anyways, that was the way to go. So baby was going to come anyways, and so it happened to come. The second thing that could be is that we are too much in control and too much in the pain. It's too much to cope with. The pain is too strong and we cannot manage. So we are all tense, we are all in pain. It's too difficult. We can't take it anymore. And so when we get this epidural, we kind of let go. It's exactly like the law of attraction. If you are aware of this and manifestation, when we are in control, we want the thing. We are all like in the contraction. It's when we let go and we forget about it that the thing happened. And so here it can be a bit of the same. When you get the epidural, you're not into this fighting mode anymore. You're not fighting through the contraction. And so you relax, and so you let go, and then your body dilates. This can also be the case if you try to have your baby for some time, and I will make an episode about this, but you try to have your baby for some time. At some point, you know what, you just let go, the baby comes, it doesn't. And when you let go, this is usually when this baby arrives. And I know that many people say, oh, just stop thinking about it. And obviously, each cycle, you are thinking about it. So it is complicated and it's hard to just let go. I understand and I know. But this is usually when you do let go that things happen. So this is what I will say about that. Because the epidural, there is a study that shows that a group of women that had an epidural and a group of women that did not have an epidural, and they looked at their oxytocin production. And we can see that the women that had the epidural had a drop in their production of oxytocin. I guess that the fact that the body doesn't really make the connection anymore, that the contractions are there, okay, so I need more oxytocin to make the next contraction, and I need to give birth to the baby, so I need the oxytocin to get going. Maybe when he doesn't have this feedback anymore, he's like, okay, I don't need to produce. And so we can see in that study that there is a drop in the amount of production of oxytocin. While the group that has no epidural, we can see that the oxytocin production just carry on raising. And there is a huge peak of oxytocin just after the birth of our baby. So obviously this is going to be all about attachment, it's going to be about bonding, it's going to be about breastfeeding. But it is also, most importantly, going to be about closing your blood vessel so that your placenta can detach all into a safe way, and then you can give birth to your placenta without having too much blood loss. But with the epidural, we see that it just slightly goes back, the production of oxytocin slightly after birth, but nothing compared to what it is when we don't have an epidural. This is why today it's almost automatic, like systematic, that we give fake oxytocin, pitocin, cytocin, like whatever it's called, after the birth, so that we don't have too much blood loss and hemorrhagia. But when you have a physiological birth, you don't have any product in your body, you don't need that. But obviously now, today is just routine. I had to fight for my first to now have it. We can really see that the epidural will reduce the amount of oxytocin that you produce. This is also why almost systematic now, when you have an epidural, you also have pitocin with it. You have fake oxytocin put into your IV. It's just coming together because we can see that it slows down labor. So if you want an epidural, my advice would be just take it as far as possible. You might even do without, but prepare to have some other tools that you can use. Go on my channel, I have the best tool for you, and tools that are all natural to help you for the contraction, and one of them is right in your body. So use it, and it's the best. And it will help as well, I assume, if you have an epidural, because it helps you produce oxytocin, so why not? And so if you do want an epidural, remember that you're going to be on a clock and it's going to be slowing down your labor, and you're going to have fake oxytocin. This goes hand in hand. This is what I wanted to say about this. If you had an epidural and then you give birth to your baby, know that it is not thanks to the epidural as such. The epidural will not make your labor progress, hormonal speaking, but it might allow you to let go, or you might be in a transition phase and your baby was going to come anyways. So if that happened, I just would like to say that you did it, it's not the epidural. That's it for me for this episode. I hope you've learned a few things. I'm happy to be talking a bit more about epidural, the risk and benefit. If you would like to know more, I have a full study on this that I have already done an episode in French about it, and I would love to talk about it again if you're interested. If you have not made your mind yet, although I assume that if you are here, you probably want a natural birth. And if you want to know more about hormones, if you want to know more about induction and the effect it has on the hormones, because this is the fact as well, please leave a comment with all of the questions you have, and I will answer that in next videos. I wish you a beautiful pregnancy, motherhood, wherever you are in your life, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.